So after I cheated on my husband, I gave him a hall pass. But here's the reason why I did that. Is because I didn't want to take the responsibility of getting rid of all demons that I opened up my marriage to.
Marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed be kept pure. For God will judge the adulterer and all the sexually immoral. You gotta get out of jail free card, my G. God said so. Send her back to the streets where she belongs.
Wake up, wake up, wake up out of your sleep, wake up.
In the land of truth is stranger than fiction, guys, nowadays there's not much that truly can surprise and amaze me. So guys, strap into this conversation that we're about to have here today, because this one is a damn doozy. What is good old MTR talking about, you might say? Well, guys, I'm about to bring you on a journey of betrayal, cheating, humiliation, and utter bullshit. And why, reason number 10,763 of how marrying the wrong woman will completely destroy your life. So without further ado, so a little over 2 years ago, I reviewed this particular video of a Super Saiyan harlot that cheated on her husband, and they made a video speaking about it. Let's watch.
Hey guys, so I am here with my husband, and we are creating this video specifically because I made a TikTok and I created a video disclosing information about our relationship, about when I cheated on my husband at the beginning of our marriage. We are now on year 7, but that video got over 100,000 views, thousands of likes, and tons of nasty, mean comments. Yeah, this video is not for like an explanation as to why or what, to justify, none of that. We're not trying to prove our relationship to anybody.
So long story short, she cheated on her husband and found a way to get likes, validation, and money. Yes, money from the whole ordeal. And what makes it even more despicable is that she labels herself as a Christian influencer, and by that, I might add, is the reason why so many people don't take Christianity seriously. How do you get famous within it? By committing one of the most despicable acts known to married people. Then push product of how to be a Christian influencer. Completely absurd. Oh, but good old MTR, it's a fall from grace story. She was once a thought, a 304, managed to get married, experiencing 304-ness, but she, from the Lord's grace, was saved. The light of Archangel as Israel came from the heavens and taught her how to not to be a thought no more. By the way, look at the purely dejected look of the poor young man in the video from a few years ago. You would guess he none too likes this particular position that he is in, being used as a pawn within her business through the trauma, the pain, and the hurt that she has inflicted onto him. When I look at this poor young man's face, all I can think is happy wife, happy life. To have this degree of embarrassment paraded around for profit is sick. It suddenly dawned on me why women like this hate male-focused content, male-focused podcasts, and male-focused commentary. It's simple. Because the more that you know about the modern woman today, the less power that they have to control you. It becomes easy to detect this kind of insurgent, which makes it difficult for Lilith to have her cake and eat it too. And let me be clear here, guys. I think that there can be inherent value from people promoting products, educational products, but only when they are worthy, or they have lived that life, or you've seen them be consistent for days, weeks, months, if not years. And you also must be asking yourself, well, as a Christian influencer, what are some of the tools or strategies and ways in order to keep yourself relevant? Well,
so after I cheated on my husband, I gave him a hall pass. But here's the reason why I did that. Is because I didn't want to take the responsibility of getting rid of all demons that I opened up my marriage to. And usually this is what people do when they cheat. They want their spouse to cheat on them back, so it would give them a reason to feel better in some way.
But let me tell you, that's the wrong way to do it. It's the wrong way to go about it because at the end of the day, you make matters worse.
And even though I knew that that option was put forth in front of me, I knew that wasn't the right choice.
Yeah.
That's not the way that we try to rebuild a marriage. If you want to stay in a marriage that's still on a downfall and just ride it out downhill, that's up to you if you want to make that choice. But I was not about to make that same choice if I know I also have another option of getting back in the face of God, praying for my marriage, praying for my wife, and trying to do the things and correct the wrongs that we had that led us into that position.
The fact that you're still with her, my G, is absolutely insane. Where in the Bible does it say to get back with your cheating ass wife? She's parading you around like her weak puppet. Baby, go grab the tripod. We gotta go on another Meteor run again. If Castrated, Defeated, and Emasculated had a mascot, my G, you and Will Smith can battle for the championship belt. On some real shit though, because I shouldn't be making jokes and shit like that, because this is actually some serious-ish. My G, listen to me. I'm gonna speak to you right now as if we were friends and I was sitting next to you right now. Bump trying to fix your marriage, you need to fix yourself. Bump trying to pray for your marriage, you need to pray for yourself. Bump trying to pray for your cheating wife, you need to continue to pray for yourself. Bump praying about how it is that you guys got here, she did this, not you. All of the problems that led up to her getting stroked out, all of the demons that she'd been wrestling with is a result of the demon that is sitting on top of your lap. She orchestrated all of this, not you. And now she's parading you around like a hood ornament for her wallet.
Usually that's in the hands of the person who was cheated on. I would definitely say that if you are choosing to stay together, you should just be aware that it's not going to be easy, not only just physically, but it's not going to be easy even spiritually. You've just declared war against all of the odds, literally all of hell, really.
So it really has to be something that if you are deciding to move forward,
you've declared war against hell. How do you allow another man to blow your back out and you blame it on hell? Satan had nothing to do with you wanting to get your rocks off outside of your marriage, ma'am. This is why so many men today walk into a church, see the bullshit that's being espouted, and they walk the fuck out.
Recognizing that as you have declared war, there's going to be hardship that comes. There's going to be a testing of your heart that you're going to really have to make sure you are acting out the love and forgiveness that you say that you have. And oftentimes starting out is going to be harder than what it is easier.
Right.
Blink twice, my brother, if you need help. I swear, I'll send the whole MT army. We'll come and extract you from her demon-like grasp. Holy moly, why would you choose to stay in this situation? This is the equivalent of working for a company that has no profit margin. You can see the writing on the wall. The company is going to fail. I am not the super religious type, but in the book of Hebrews right here, it says, marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed be kept pure, for God will judge the adulterer and all the sexually immoral. You gotta get out of jail free card, my G. God said so. Send her back to the streets where she belongs.
Wake up, wake up, wake up out of your sleep, wake up.
Imagine if we switched up the roles here and pretend that you cheated on her. The entire internet would be telling her to escape, be free of this bondage. He doesn't deserve you. But because we live in a society which aims to make men as soft as marshmallows, here you are again allowing her to make a complete and utter fool of you across the internet. This is the exact reason why men need to put themselves first. Prioritize your own mental health, prioritize your own self-healing, prioritize your own happiness, because right now you are a puppet on a string. And whenever business slows down and impressions begin to decrease, she's gonna drag you in front of her tripod again as her castrated trophy to increase business.
Before, when I used to get all of the negative comments, I did not do well with coping with it. For me, I would begin to talk about it, but then I would stop because I would hear people say, All she does is talk about infidelity. She's embarrassing her husband, so on and so forth. And let me tell you, that was annoying. But in this time, the Lord has told me not to stop. He's told me to keep going and to double down on it. So trying to navigate that this time around, it was a lot of pressure. But the Lord is leading us on exactly how to go about expanding more on this topic and bringing freedom to marriages. But I'll let my husband speak for himself.
I only listen to what God says about me. That's point blank period. As far as the stuff that we went through during that time, how I dealt with it was really trying to allow myself time to learn my emotions in that moment, figure out whether I was going to stay or leave, and ultimately try to seek God on how I was going to find forgiveness, to where I wasn't bringing it up with every argument, to where if we are going to decide to stay together down the line, how are we going to rebuild better than what we were before? And ultimately start to redate and really rebuild our relationship with God as well, because we had drifted so far away from him at that time in our lives.
I'm flabbergasted at how you choose to rationalize all of this. Where is your backbone? And she just has you there sitting looking dumb. This is so incredible. This is some modern ass shit. But if this is what they're teaching in the church, how to be complicit with your wife's infidelity, happy wife, happy life, then again, no wonder why so many men ain't putting up with it. To all the MT army that's watching right now, gents, do understand this, that the most powerful thing that you can do today is to simply walk away. You still have your entire life laid out ahead of you. Your life is not defined by relationship. Hers is. My G, get a paternity test, ensure that it's yours, and walk away. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Never thought that this video would spring its ugly head up again in the future, 2.5 years in the future. But such is life. Until next time, YouTube. Peace!